Welcome, everyone, to a better version of myself. We're so glad you're joining us for another deep dive today. We're tackling a topic that, well, it touches everyone, whether we admit it or not, how to become more attractive. But look, we're not talking about superficial changes, the stuff that quickly fades or fleeting trends. Oh, no.
Absolutely. Today, our mission really is to explore those profound qualities that truly make you shine, not just on the surface, but from the very core of your being. What we've gathered, from extensive observations and psychological research suggests that people often seek an authentic, lasting glow, a genuine magnetism, if you will, that radiates from within.
Exactly. Forget the quick fixes, yeah.
Hmm.
Or the endless pursuit of external validation through, I don't know, cosmetic procedures or trying to conform to someone else's idea of beauty. We're diving deep into the powerful internal shifts you can make right now to boost your confidence, your charisma, and yeah, your magnetic appeal from the inside out. We all have those moments, right? Worrying about our looks or wondering if there's maybe something else turning people off, something we can't quite put our finger on. Well, what we found in our work indicates there definitely is something else. And the great news is it's entirely within your control. We'll explore how these internal transformations can not only make you feel better, but profoundly change how others perceive and connect with you. Okay, let's really unpack this idea of confidence because, many people tend to view confidence as this innate trait, something you either possess or you don't like being tall or, I don't know, having a natural talent for something. But what we've seen time and time again is that it's far more dynamic than that. It's actually a skill, a deliberate choice we make every single day, much like any other skill you cultivate.
Exactly. You wouldn't expect to become proficient at, say, a musical instrument or a new language without consistent practice, right?
Right.
Confidence operates on the very same principle. It's like a mental muscle that strengthens with regular exercise. We've observed countless individuals literally transform their entire demeanor, not by changing their physical appearance, but by consciously altering their internal narrative and, well, choosing to show up differently.
That's fascinating. It's a powerful testament, isn't it, to how deliberate action can reshape who we become and how we're perceived.
It really is. And what's truly fascinating here is the stark contrast this daily choice creates in our outward presentation. Think about it for a moment. Are you naturally drawn to someone who is, say, hunched over, avoiding eye contact, maybe fidgeting, someone who just seems generally uncomfortable in their own skin?
Probably not. Even if they're brilliant or kind, that body language creates a kind of barrier, doesn't it?
It does. An unconscious one? Often. Or do you gravitate more towards the person standing tall, open posture, smiling easily, laughing genuinely, unafraid to meet your gaze? What we've consistently found is that the only real difference between those two individuals often lies in the internal dialogue they're having.
The story you're telling themselves.
Exactly. The story they're telling themselves about their own worth and capabilities. This self-perception, it directly manifests physically. When you genuinely believe you're worthy of engagement and belong in any given space, your body naturally reflects that, projecting an aura of self-assurance that makes you inherently more inviting and, well, appealing.
It's not about being loud either, is it?
Not at all. It's not about being loud or boastful. It's about a quiet, settled conviction.
That analogy of training a muscle is so spot on, isn't it? You wouldn't expect to build physical strength without showing up at the gym consistently.
Precisely.
The same applies to building confidence. It means waking up and actively choosing to believe in yourself, to be your own best advocate, and to act with a foundational respect for who you are. This isn't a one-time decision, though.
No, definitely not.
It requires consistently reminding yourself of your inherent capabilities and intentionally stepping out of your comfort zone, even in small ways. Taking bold action, waiting for confidence to simply fall into place, or waiting for external validation to magically appear. Well, that's just a recipe for stagnation.
It is. True confidence is built from the inside out.
Yeah. It's in those small, consistent acts saying yes to a challenge you might initially shy away from.
Yeah.
Or speaking up thoughtfully in a meeting when you usually stay silent. Or initiating a conversation with someone new. That's where you build the mental fortitude that blossoms into genuine, unwavering confidence.
It's proactive self-belief, not passively hoping for validation.
Yeah.
And this brings us to a crucial question. What specific resources and strategies can we leverage to foster this daily choice? It's not merely about wishing for confidence. It's about adopting a structured, intentional approach. We've seen the power of engaging with uplifting content, podcasts, videos, insightful books that challenge negative thought patterns.
Yeah, those can really shift your perspective.
Definitely. And practicing specific affirmations that are believable and compassionate, not just empty words. That can actually begin to rewire your thinking, strengthening those positive neural pathways. Or, seeking guidance from a coach or mentor can provide external accountability and fresh perspectives.
Accountability is key
It
sometimes.
really is. The main thing is the commitment to this ongoing self-belief, embedding it into your routine, like a mental workout regimen. Each positive input, each small, courageous step, it builds your confidence reserves, makes you more resilient, and, crucially, more attractive in your conviction. We've even seen studies on things like power posing, just adopting open, expansive body language for a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Right. Can actually shift your hormone levels, increasing testosterone, decreasing cortisol, making you feel more powerful. And similarly, this idea of enclosed cognition suggests that the clothes you wear can subconsciously affect your psychological processes and performance.
Interesting. So it's about consciously choosing things that make you feel more capable.
Exactly. These are practical, immediate ways to sort of hack into that feeling of confidence.
Right.
It's about actively fueling your inner state to profoundly impact your outer presence. So, building on that foundation of confidence. Another significant barrier we often observe to enhancing attractiveness is when we consistently dismiss our own value. Are you someone who tends to dwell on your perceived shortcomings, maybe discounting your unique strengths or constantly downplaying everything you have to offer?
And let's be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah.
Are you constantly comparing yourself to others, especially maybe through the curated lens of social media or these perceived ideals we see everywhere?
Oh, definitely. What we've consistently seen is the profound truth of that saying, comparison is the thief of joy.
Mm.
When we fixate on what others have or what we believe they have, we essentially blind ourselves to our own abundance and to the distinct qualities that make us, well, us.
And that habit, it doesn't just erode our self-esteem, does it? It actually projects an aura of inadequacy.
It really does. You're basically telling the world, unconsciously, I'm not quite enough.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, people will often, again, unconsciously take you at your word because your actions and your energy speak so much louder than any words you might try to use to compensate.
And here's where it gets really interesting, I think, because the ripple effect of this is profound. When we engage in these negative habits, self-comparison, self-deprecation, we inadvertently make ourselves feel and therefore appear as if we have nothing substantial or unique to offer. It's arguably the least appealing way to present yourself. Think about it like this. If you were trying to buy a product and the salesperson clearly didn't believe in its value, would you be convinced?
Not likely, no.
Probably not. So why would anyone be genuinely drawn to you if you don't even believe in your own inherent worth? What we've learned through our own work and observations is that if you ever want others to truly value you, that journey absolutely must begin with you valuing yourself.
Absolutely. It's an internal validation process first that then empowers you to project that value outward, authentically. It's about understanding that you are already complete, in a way, that you bring your own unique fullness to every interaction rather than showing up with a perceived deficit or, a desperate need for external approval.
Right. It's not about needing someone else to complete you.
Exactly. And this prompts us to ask some crucial, deeply reflective questions. Questions that many people, surprisingly, rarely take the time to really answer for themselves. Like, what do you genuinely love about yourself? Beyond the superficial stuff.
What are the core positive qualities you possess that others have genuinely appreciated, maybe even pointed out to you?
Yeah. And what makes you a valuable, unique individual, distinct from anyone else? If you had to articulate it, why would someone be fortunate to have you in their life? As a friend, a colleague, a partner?
What unique perspective or energy do you bring to a room? These are big questions.
They are, but they're vital. Being intimately attuned to these answers, truly knowing your worth, and then actively showcasing that self-worth, importantly, without arrogance. That is absolutely foundational to becoming infinitely more attractive. It's about seeking that self-validation, recognizing your inherent worth, rather than passively waiting for it to be handed to you by others.
It's not about puffing yourself up, is it?
Not at all. It's a quiet, powerful understanding of your place in the world and the genuine gifts you bring. And that understanding, it just radiates outward as an undeniable, authentic appeal.
So when we combine these foundational elements, choosing confidence, owning your value, What does this all mean for how we actually present ourselves in the world? It's a beautiful, intricate connection, really. Our inner confidence, our self-perception, it directly and powerfully influences our outward presence.
Hmm.
What we've consistently found is that it's not just about what you say or even what you do, it's how you carry yourself. It's that silent language of self-respect,
Right.
right? A nonverbal narrative you're constantly projecting.
That's right. When you truly cultivate that inner knowing of your worth, that deep-seated belief, it's almost impossible for it not to spill over into your posture, your expressions, your vocal tone, the very way you occupy space.
It's an authentic congruence, then, between your internal state and your external display.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which makes you incredibly compelling and attractive. And cultivating a truly positive self-image involves a conscious and continuous effort to eliminate negative self-talk. This isn't just fluffy feel-good advice you hear everywhere. It's profound cognitive restructuring.
It's actual work you have to do.
It is. It's about actively identifying those critical, self-defeating thoughts and consciously replacing them with positive, plausible affirmations. And I stress plausible. It's not about repeating empty phrases you don't believe. It's about crafting affirmations that feel achievable and gradually retraining your brain.
So you're literally changing your brain chemistry over time.
You are strengthening new neural pathways associated with positive self-regard. This also includes practicing good posture, standing tall, shoulders back, head up. That not only improves your physical appearance, but it powerfully conveys confidence and self-assurance.
Body language speaks volumes.
It really does. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, an optimistic outlook, the art of finding positives even in challenging situations, that inherently makes you more enjoyable to be around. People are naturally drawn to light, warmth, and solution-oriented individuals. A consistently positive mindset acts like a magnet for those seeking uplifting connections. It creates a space of possibility.
Yeah, definitely. And let's not forget the incredible, undeniable boost that comes from physical activity. What we've seen is that it's not just about conforming to some aesthetic ideal or chasing a certain body type. It's so much deeper.
Much deeper, more holistic.
Yeah. It's about harnessing the power of endorphins, those incredible feel-good chemicals released during exercise. When you're regularly moving your body, whether it's yoga, swimming, hiking, or just walking to your favorite music, you literally become more radiant from the inside out.
It's true. It profoundly enhances your mood, improves physical health, boosts energy levels,
Yeah.
and projects a vibrancy that is deeply appealing and infectious.
It creates that powerful positive feedback loop, doesn't it? You
Yeah.
feel better physically, which improves your mental state, which then radiates outwards.
Exactly. It's about feeling good, having that sustained energy, and that feeling naturally and irresistibly radiates outward, making you more dynamic and, yes, more attractive.
Okay, so moving beyond self-perception and how we internally build our attractiveness, let's talk about how we engage with the world and interact with others. What we've noticed is that attractiveness can be thought of as a kind of magnetism.
Right.
A good way to put it. And if you truly want to become more magnetic, you absolutely have to actively move towards people, not away from them. It's a fundamental law of attraction, really not just romantically, but in all human connection.
That's a key point.
Yeah.
You can't expect opportunities, new friendships, deeper relationships to just materialize if you're constantly retreating or waiting to be approached, maybe hiding behind your phone.
Yeah, we see that a lot. It requires a proactive step, doesn't it? A willingness to extend yourself, even if it feels a little uncomfortable or vulnerable at first. It's about taking the initiative to bridge that gap.
It is. And what's fascinating here is that this isn't exclusively about approaching people you're romantically interested in, though it certainly applies there too. It's about engaging with people in general, cultivating a broad sense of social openness. What we've observed is that it involves making more introductions, deliberately engaging with strangers in simple, friendly ways, and consistently practicing what we sometimes call social fitness.
Social fitness, I like that. Like training a muscle.
Exactly like training a muscle, it gets stronger with consistent use. Social fitness includes several things: comfortably initiating conversations, navigating different group dynamics, reading nonverbal cues effectively, even gracefully handling social missteps without completely shutting down.
That last one's important, not letting awkwardness derail you.
Crucial. And the core idea behind it is to train yourself to see everyone as fundamentally equal. No one is inherently above you or below you.
Yeah.
So there's no real reason to be overly intimidated by anyone, regardless of their status or how confident they might seem.
That's a powerful mindset shift.
It is. And this consistent, deliberate practice builds your social engagement muscles over time, making you more fluid, confident, and genuinely enjoyable in any social setting. It actively dismantles those mental barriers that prevent connection and replaces them with a sense of universal human connection and ease.
That's such a great way to frame it, developing a broader social fluency. The more you put yourself out there, whether it's just introducing yourself to a new colleague, chatting with the barista, or actively participating in a group event, the more comfortable and adept you become.
It's truly like learning a new language. The more you speak it, even imperfectly at first, the more natural it feels.
Right. It's about creating opportunities for connection rather than passively waiting for them to appear, because waiting often just means missing out. And the profound beauty of this social fitness is that it compounds, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Each successful interaction, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to connect, making the next one even easier, more natural. You gradually transform into a person who actively builds bridges, who draws people in. And that open, inviting energy is incredibly attractive to others who are also seeking genuine connection.
Especially in a world that can sometimes feel quite isolating.
Exactly.
So, continuing on this theme of engaging with the world, what we've seen is one of the easiest, most instantaneous ways to become significantly more attractive is to be genuinely engaged and curious about others. This concept, it's timeless, really, a fundamental truth of human connection.
What is it?
The more sincerely interested you are in people, the more sincerely interested they will almost automatically be in you. It's not about pretending. It's about cultivating a genuine spark of interest in another person's unique story, their perspectives, their passions, their experiences.
So when you truly demonstrate that you want to understand them, that you value what they have to say,
You make them feel seen, heard, and valued. And that in itself is an immensely powerful attractive force. It's like a gift you give them, and in return, they are naturally drawn to your presence.
and here's where it really gets interesting for personal transformation, I think. Developing this fundamental curiosity, truly wanting to know what makes someone tick, what their passions are, their thoughts, their likes and dislikes. It often starts by letting go of that constant internal obsession with, am I good enough? Or what do they think of me?
That internal noise, yeah.
The moment you consciously shift your focus away from self-doubt and onto the person in front of you, you immediately become more curious, more present, and significantly more engaging. And this shift, it kind of liberates you, doesn't it? To move past those internal safety police that keep you guarded.
Allows you to reveal your more genuine self.
Because you're no longer consumed by self-monitoring or trying to manage an impression. It's a liberating shift that allows for truly authentic, two-way communication, creating a more vibrant interaction.
Definitely more appealing. And this naturally raises an important point about the quality of our attentiveness. When you truly listen, and we mean actively listen, not just waiting to talk,
Big difference.
huge difference. You show that you value their thoughts and feelings, which fosters deep respect and makes you profoundly more appealing. It's about actively processing, understanding, making mental notes, paying attention to and remembering small details about others, their hobby, a family member's name, a challenge they mentioned.
Shows you genuinely care.
Exactly. It strengthens connections and makes people feel uniquely valued and seen in your presence. However, what we've also learned is that it's crucial to maintain a healthy balance. Avoid oversharing personal information too soon.
Right, boundaries are important.
Very. Meaningful conversations, respect boundaries, and build trust gradually. There's a sweet spot between being openly engaged and being, well, overwhelming. Finding that balance is key to deepening engagement in a healthy, attractive way. One that encourages reciprocity rather than feeling like an interrogation or, a confessional.
Good point. It needs to feel mutual.
Precisely.
Okay, moving to another quality that we've observed is highly attractive. Intellectual curiosity and, continuous learning. These are incredibly compelling traits. We often hear that phrase, smart people are sexy people, and honestly, what we've seen in practice consistently confirms this.
It really does hold true.
Education shouldn't just stop after formal schooling, right? Learning in its broadest sense should be a lifelong journey. Like eating well or taking care of your physical health, it's fundamental.
Yes, it's what keeps your mind sharp, your perspectives fresh, and your conversations infinitely more engaging. Think about it. A person who is constantly expanding their knowledge base, exploring new ideas, challenging their own assumptions, they just have so much more to contribute to a discussion. More interesting anecdotes, a broader understanding of the world.
Makes them a truly fascinating conversationalist, a magnetic presence.
Absolutely. And what we've seen is that whether it's through reading widely, and we found things like autobiographies or creative nonfiction particularly enriching,
Yeah, those offer great insights into people.
they really do, or watching insightful documentaries that expand your understanding of complex topics, or even taking free online courses from universities that deepen your expertise in something specific. Continuously exposing yourself to new ideas keeps your mind agile, adaptable, and perpetually interesting.
It's not just about accumulating facts, though, is it?
No, not at all. It's not about accumulating facts for their own sake. What we've learned is that this intellectual engagement enriches your conversations. It broadens your empathy, makes your presence more stimulating. It signifies a mind that is alive, growing, capable of nuanced thought and critical analysis. And that's a powerful draw for others seeking depth, substance, and stimulating discourse.
Definitely. But when it comes to sharing that knowledge, those insights, humility is profoundly key, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely essential.
What we've observed is that sharing what you know in a humble, inviting manner, rather than with arrogance or superiority, that is far more engaging and attractive. There's a huge difference between genuinely educating and condescendingly lecturing.
A world of difference. The truly attractive intellectual isn't the one boasting about accomplishments or proving their intelligence constantly. It's the one who shares insights in a way that sparks curiosity, invites questions, encourages dialogue in others.
Yeah, it's about connecting through shared learning, fostering mutual growth, sparking exploration of ideas together, not shutting down discussion with an air of "I know best."
Exactly. That collaborative, open spirit is incredibly appealing. It makes you approachable, even if you possess vast knowledge. So, bringing some of these threads together, from all our observations, nothing is ever going to be quite as attractive or compelling as the authentic version of you. We've often seen that many people, even after reaching out and starting to engage, they tend to, well, chicken out at a critical point.
How so?
They play it safe. They default to being overly nicey-nicey or presenting a carefully filtered, often kind of bland version of who they really are. And while this might feel like a safe strategy, to avoid judgment, it often just leads to superficial connections because you're essentially presenting a mask.
Right. And the fundamental problem there is if you're not showing your true colors, your quirks, your genuine opinions, how can anyone truly appreciate or connect with you?
Exactly. You end up attracting people who are interested in the carefully constructed facade, not the unique, genuine person underneath, which can lead to a sense of loneliness even within relationships.
That makes sense. So what does this all mean for building those deeper connections then? If you truly want to engage fully, connect with someone on a meaningful level, you have to be
Yeah.
honest, right? And courageously let them see your genuine self.
Yeah, dude.
Think about the people you're most relaxed with, your closest friends, maybe family. What do you say around them? What kind of jokes do you make? What questions do you feel comfortable asking? What we've consistently found is that those interactions are kind of the blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
The blueprint for the comfort, the humor, the authentic behavior you should strive to replicate in new connections. Yeah, it's about bringing that same level of ease, that same wit, that genuine interest to your new relationships, allowing your true, unfiltered personality to shine through. Authenticity creates trust.
It does. We've seen that you'll be amazed at how quickly people open up to you and actively seek out your company. When they feel they're connecting with the real you, not a polished persona, it's an act of vulnerability that, paradoxically, demonstrates immense strength, self-acceptance, and courage, making you incredibly attractive and relatable. People are drawn to genuine human connection, imperfections and all.
Okay, something else we've observed. Our language choices also have a significant and often underestimated impact on how attractive we appear. Think about the word hate, for instance.
Yeah, strong word.
While we all have preferences, using that word frequently can make someone seem, well, petty, unnecessarily negative, maybe even aggressive. What we've learned is that it's far more appealing and magnetic to focus on what inspires you, what you genuinely enjoy, what fascinates you, or what has recently wowed you.
That makes sense. When you constantly dwell on negativity about people, places, situations, it creates this palpable, draining atmosphere. It can inadvertently push people away.
Yeah, by consciously choosing to articulate what excites you, what you find positive, or what you admire, you project an energy that is far more inviting, stimulating, and ultimately more attractive.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's all about mindful communication, being deliberate and conscious in your interactions. If expressing a dislike is truly necessary, what we found is that a subtle, softer approach is far more effective. Phrases like, I'm not a big fan of X, or call me crazy, but I'm not really into Y.
Right. It allows you to express preferences without radiating negativity or making others feel defensive.
Exactly. And beyond that, actively avoiding the habit of complaining, and instead concentrating on solutions, possibilities, and optimistic outlook that projects a far more positive and attractive attitude. This commitment to mindful communication also includes the crucial skill of learning how to say no.
Oh, that's a big one for many people. Saying no without feeling guilty or needing to over-explain.
It is huge. Setting clear limits and boundaries shows character, integrity, and a deep respect for your own time, energy, and life priorities. It signals that you value yourself, and that self-respect is one of the most highly attractive qualities you can cultivate. People respect those who respect themselves.
Absolutely. And this mindful approach, this self-respect, it leads directly to the importance of your inner circle, doesn't it? What we've seen time and again is that being highly selective about who you allow into your closest relationships is absolutely vital, vital for your overall well-being and consequently your attractiveness.
Definitely. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people who genuinely inspire, challenge, uplift you, that significantly elevates your own energy and overall magnetic appeal. These should be people who fuel you, not drain you.
Choose your company wisely.
Very wisely. Your chosen companions, the individuals you spend the most time with, they inevitably shape your mindset, your energy, your perception of the world. If you're constantly around negativity, cynicism, or people who diminish your worth, it becomes incredibly difficult to radiate the kind of inner confidence and positivity we've been discussing.
So true. Choose people who see your worth, celebrate your growth, encourage you to be your best self. Their energy will reflect positively on you, making you even more vibrant and attractive.
Okay, drawing from all of these insights,
Oh.
what we've consistently found is a deeply liberating truth. Sometimes we simply take ourselves far too seriously.
Guilty as charged sometimes.
We all are. We get caught up in the relentless pressure of being the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect friend, the perfect partner. What we've observed is that taking a step back, gaining perspective, and allowing yourself to be the messy, imperfect, complex human being that you actually are is incredibly freeing.
It's an invitation to just exhale,
Mhm.
release that self-imposed burden, and keep going.
Exactly. And people are genuinely, profoundly drawn to those with a sense of lightness. Self-acceptance, the ability to laugh at themselves. This isn't about shrugging off responsibilities or becoming complacent, mind you.
No, it's about realistic self-acceptance.
Right. It's about understanding that true connection and magnetism often happen in shared humanity, in relatable imperfection, not behind some flawless, unattainable facade. It's the ability to admit a mistake or find humor in a misstep that makes you incredibly relatable and deeply human, fostering genuine connection.
Exactly. And this ties into a profoundly crucial point, treating yourself as a priority. What we've consistently observed is that when you genuinely value yourself, when you carve out time for your own well-being, honor your boundaries, actively nurture your own growth, others will naturally follow suit.
You set the standard?
You do. Through your actions, you set the standard for how others perceive and treat you. This isn't selfishness. It's a fundamental act of self-respect that radiates outward. Furthermore, maintaining an open heart, being emotionally available, that's also crucial.
Mm. Though that doesn't mean being a doormat or perpetually vulnerable to everyone.
No, absolutely not. It means being genuinely present, empathetic, and willing to connect on a profound level when the situation calls for it. This openness allows for deeper, more meaningful connections with others, enhancing both your personal relationships and your overall attractiveness, making you a truly beautiful person inside and out.
Ultimately, the journey to becoming more attractive is profoundly and intrinsically about self-discovery and self-growth. What we've seen, time and again, is that by implementing these inner shifts into your daily life, choosing confidence as a habit, genuinely owning your unique value, engaging with the world with authentic curiosity, embracing your true unfiltered self, communicating mindfully, consistently prioritizing your well-being, you will naturally enhance your attractiveness.
It's not about chasing external validation.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's about radiating a genuine magnetic appeal that draws others to you and allows you to form more meaningful, fulfilling connections, shining brightly in every setting, professional or social. This isn't a checklist to complete. It's a continuous, evolving, and deeply rewarding process of becoming more fully and beautifully you. Hashtag outro.
So there you have it, a truly deep dive into boosting your attractiveness from within. We've talked about the transformative power of choosing confidence daily, the undeniable impact of truly owning your unique value, the magnetic force of engaging with the world through genuine curiosity and deep listening, the liberation of embracing your authentic self, and the profound difference made by communicating with mindful respect and prioritizing your own well-being.
These aren't just tips or superficial adjustments.
No, they're foundational shifts. They will redefine how you experience yourself and fundamentally how others experience you.
And what we want to leave you with is this. True beauty unequivocally shines from within. It's reflected in how you treat yourself with kindness and respect, how you continuously seek to improve and grow, and how you engage with others from a place of genuine interest and self-worth. This journey, it's continuous, a vibrant path of self-discovery and personal evolution, and every conscious step you take to nurture your inner self radiates outward, drawing others to your authentic light.
We truly hope this deep dive has given you some powerful insights and actionable steps to either begin or continue your journey towards becoming a more radiant, more magnetic, and truly better version of yourself. If you found this discussion helpful, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, A Better Version of Myself, for more content designed to empower and inspire you on your path. Until next time, keep shining brightly from the inside out.